Moving to bakery, one of the problems with bakery is that we go and bake a loaf, 91 degrees, it's not a problem to anybody, it's too hot. You then move it from 91 into a chiller, and the chiller brings it down to 21 degrees Celsius to actually then make it cool enough to slice it, or or as two lines, one you get a slice into slice bread, and the other one into a bag. Both bags, one plain, one slice. Went to have a look at the process, and again the slicing machines. How do we turn around and protect the blades on the slicing machines? Because it's going to slice each root alternately. And with that, we still relied on UV with a colleague of ours. We supply our equipment to the biggest UV manufacturing company, which is UV Technologies, and they actually use close couple field and MDT technology because UV doesn't work. So that's the process. So what we've now done is in the slicing unit, we put our systems in to positively pressurise with sterile air, so there's nothing to be carried over. At the same time, we're putting units in the transfer line from the bottom of the chiller into the slicing unit, and then a unit in the transfer, we put a little plastic clutch with soft sides over the transfer line between the slicer and then the bagger. And when I was looking at it with the manufacturers who make these fantastic machines, because they're doing hundreds of thousands of dozen an hour. So when we did the situation, the next thing was, I said, where does the air come from? You go into the bag, because it's an automated system. Inflates the plastic bag, slides the loaf in, puts a tie around it, in which case it's now sterile. We don't have to worry about it. He said, oh, from the ambient air around the filler. I said, so you could be blowing contaminated air into, oh, we have an oil and water filter on it. I said, big deal. So we now actually built a sealed, pressurised stainless steel box with the units inside it. Airline snaps in at this side and the airline to the bagger snaps into the other. And in which case then, every time it goes to fill the bag, it's bag filled with sterile air. So what's the reason we do that? The simple reason is to increase the shelf life. We had a meeting with Lions in London, Rank Hovis McDougall. Rank Hovis McDougall, just in the UK, said if you can put 1 day's shelf life on our bread, it will add £8 million to the bottom line. So when we're now looking at food processing systems, anywhere you want to increase that shelf life, the use of MDT is going to be mandatory.